What's going on, everybody? I just lost my charger cord. Oh, well, here we are. I'm a day behind. I had to take a day off yesterday. Sometimes you got to take a rest day. I had to take a rest day. But we're back. So happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Action-packed weekend full of sports going on around the area. We're real quick. Got to thank the sponsors, and we'll get down to our first segment. So here we go. Thank you to all those fine folks that make it possible to do shows like these. All right. I don't have a next level athlete segment, so we're going straight to the Varsity Special. All right. Here we go. We're going to start off in Illinois. Newton versus Marshall. Eagles win 12-2. Dominic Baltzell had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Maddox Horner and Quincy Fulton had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double as well. Drake Wolf threw in a double. And then Tucker Osborne had 2 hits and a double for the Lions. Gavin Props had 2 strikeouts on the mound. Moving over to Richland, they were up against Robinson. Tigers win 9-1. Brody Redmond had 4 hits, an RBI, and 2 doubles. Gavin Root, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and a double. Owen Cycle added a home run as well. Nolan Seals had 3 strikeouts on the mound. Then for the Maroons of Robinson. Sorry, I had to click a button. I'm a hot mess right now. Isaac Hardman had 2 hits. Charleston against Teutopolis, the T-Town Wooden Shoes. The Trojans win 4-3. Russell Applegate and Chase King, 2 hits and an RBI. And then Ty Helton had 2 strikeouts on the mound. Now we're crossing the state line into Indiana. Center Grove against Cathedral. The Trojans win. This is like a, I don't even know, I wouldn't say it's a baseball game because the score is 26-12. Center Grove wins. Hudson Stewart, 3 hits, 5 RBIs, and 2 home runs. Grady Grant, 3 hits, 7 RBIs, a double, and 2 home runs. Drake McClurg and Tristan Yemen added a home run as well. Avon against Hamilton Southeastern. The Orioles went 18-6. Riley Crane, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. Xavier Esslinger had 3 hits and 2 ribbies. Jack Bland added a home run as well. North Montgomery against Greencastle had a 2-game series. North Montgomery, I almost got in trouble there, pal, wins 6-5. Chargers, stats for the Chargers of North Montgomery. Aiden Ambrose Cruz, 2 hits, a ribby, and a double. Jack Warren had 2 hits and a ribby. Carter Thompson and Keaton Brown had 3 strikeouts. Then for the Tiger Cubs, Trevin Long, 2 hits and a ribby. Sam Gooch, 2 hits and a double. Connor Sullivan, 2 strikeouts. Then in the rematch of the MAC Conference, Greencastle beats North Montgomery 7-5. Nathan Sutherland had 2 hits, a ribby, and a triple. And Sam Gooch added a triple as well. Trevin Long, Sam Gooch, and Brighton Gregg each had 2 strikeouts for the Chargers of North Montgomery. Aiden Ambrose Cruz had 2 hits and a ribby, and Carter Thompson added 2 hits as well. Kipton Lindsay and Lucky Young, 2 strikeouts on the mound. Cascade and Southmont. Cascade wins 13-4. Delton Howery led the way with 3 hits and a double. Marcus Hobson had a double, and Braxton Lewis added a home run as well. Noel Peters had 2 strikeouts. Then for the Mounties, Dean McGuffey, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Casey Bouchon added a triple. And then Fisher Bench had 3 strikeouts on the mound. North Putt, right there, I'm rocking their hats, taking on Park Heritage. Cougars win 8-5. Camden Green had 3 hits and a ribby, and Alex McKenzie had 3 hits. For the Wolves, Jacob Hanlon had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Mason Wilcox and Parker Hopkins each had a double as well. Bloomfield against Brown County. Cardinals win big time, 20-7. Casey Porter led the way. 3 hits, 4 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Yes, that is an almost cycle. Jake Rose and Andrew Barker each added a home run as well. North Central against Clay City in the SWIAC. T-Birds win 8-2. Colton Taylor had 2 hits, a ribby, and a double. Adam Farmer had 2 hits and a ribby, and Lane Fagley with a double. Northview against Cloverdale. Let me tell you something, brother. I got to watch a perfect game. Perfect game going on. Trey Eldridge threw 12 strikeouts, gave up no hits, no walks, nothing. Perfection. So shout out to Trey Eldridge. Max Sheets hit his first career home run. Jackson Pierce led the way with 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and a triple. Bowman Smith added a triple. Isaac Rissler with a double. Then Sullivan takes on South V. The Arrows win 11-1. Hunter Mason, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and a double. Jaden Norris had a double, and Ty Hamilton with a home run. For the Wildcats of South V, Easton Smith got a hit and a ribby. Braxton Ottawine had 2 strikeouts on the mound. We're in WRC over here. Riverton Park against Seeger. The Panthers win 11-5. Jackson Weil, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Trent Crowder had 2 hits, and Jackson Blevins with a double. Derek Collum, Brody McConnell, and Bruce Landis, 2 strikeouts on the mound. Garrett Wantor had 3 hits and a double, and Mason Hughes added a double as well for the Seeger Patriots. Fountain Central against North Vermilion. The Mustangs win 12-1. Asher Davis had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Nolan Acton added a double. Wyatt Clark and Aiden Batchelor each added a double as well. Park Heritage against Attica. Attica got to be the whipping boy in these last few games. Park Heritage wins 15-3. Bryce Branson, 3 hits and a ribby. Cash Jeffries, 2 hits, 7 RBIs, and a double. Braden Bays and Logan Mathis with 2 strikeouts each. Then Covington against Attica. The Trojans win 17-12. Nash Martin had 3 hits. Kyler Zam had 2 hits and RBI and a double. David Green, Gavin Ziegler, Crew Ryman had a double. AJ Asbury with 2 strikeouts. Now, shifting gears over to some softball action. We're going to start off in Illinois again. KZ Westfield against Richland County. The Warriors get the shutout win, 8-0. Lucy Moore, 3 hits, 2 ribbies, and a double. Gabriella Fry had 2 doubles. Ariana Bonds and Ghislaine Gilbert had a double. And Ava Goebel, she went yard with a home run. Addison Seaton and Hannah Shackman had 2 strikeouts for the Warriors. Taylor Bloomer, Jalen Gwynn, and Miranda Doty each got a hit for the Tigers. Marshall against Newton. Lions win 11-3. Caitlin Hilliard had 3 hits and 2 ribbies. Lauren English with 3 hits. Mackenzie Davis and Lynn Wellborn each got a double. Lily Nichols, 3 strikeouts on the mound. For the Eagles, Lexi Gass and Audrey Wright each got a hit, and Allie Herman with 3 strikeouts. Robinson against Richland County. The Maroons win 9-2. Ella Button had 2 hits and a ribby. Kate Rimmel led the way with 2 hits and RBI and a double. Avery Strouch with a double. And Eva Brazier with 2 strikeouts. T-Town Wooden Shoes against the Cumberland Pirates. The Shoes win 10-0 in a shutout victory. Malia Helmick had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Chloe Hain had 2 hits, and Lauren Shue added a double as well. Marshall against Lawrenceville. Mackenzie Davis had a big game. The Lions win 17-1. Mackenzie Davis, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, a double, and a home run. That's an almost cycle. Caitlin Hilliard added a home run as well. Lynn Wellborn, 2 home runs. Avery Cornwell had a home run as well. Center Grove against Franklin Central. The Trojans win 14-1. Ella Timmons led the way for the Trojans. 2 hits, 3 ribbies, a double, and a triple. Kirsten Harden, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Taylor Barrett, Addison Wolf, and Olivia Alvey each had a double. Callie Johnson with a home run. Sophia Schenkel, 2 hits for the Flashes, and Sarah Miller added a double. Ava Fowler with 2 strikeouts. Terre Haute North against Martinsville. Patriots get the shutout victory, 19-0. Jaylee Lindley, 4 hits, a ribby, and 2 doubles. Kinsey Ziegler, 3 hits, 5 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Kylie Walker had a double and a home run. Cambry Sparks with a double, and Morgan Hoggett with a triple. Terre Haute North then faced Chittard. The Patriots win 16-5. Jalen Lindley had 4 hits, 5 RBIs, and a double. Kylie Walker, 3 hits, 2 ribbies, and a double. And guess what? Terre Haute North won the Ben Davis tournament this weekend. So shout out to the Ben Davis champions, Terre Haute North Patriots. Center Grove against Avon. Trojans win 7-3. Brendan Meyer led the way with 4 hits, 2 RBIs, and a home run. Chloe Stoprich led for the Orioles with 3 hits. Willow Harvey had a home run as well. Terre Haute North against Linton Stockton. Patriots win 18-0. Maddie Strange led the way, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Marsha Parker with a double. Kinsey Ziegler with a home run. Kylie Walker with a double and a triple. Anderson Cheshire and Morgan Hoggett with 2 strikeouts. And then for the Miners, Olivia Griffith with a double. Greencastle against North Montgomery. The Tiger Cubs win 14-5. Sawyer Case, 3 hits. Katie Detro had 2 hits in her ribby, and Kyla Rumley with a double. Mackenzie Creviston had 2 strikeouts. Then for the Chargers, Jayla Burge with 2 hits. Sophia Williams and Kendra McClamick with 3 strikeouts. Haley Daigle, 2 hits, an RBI, and a double in the 8-5 win for North Putt over Park Heritage. Tori Detro, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and 2 doubles. For the Wolves, Taya Sturmer, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Addison Kaufman, Paisley Hartman, Maddie Crowder with 2 strikeouts. Then Linton Stockton against South Knox. The Miners win 10-0. Sophie Lower, 2 hits, and Olivia Griffith with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Sullivan against Edgewood. The Arrows win 4-3. The Arrows had Wrigley Goodman leading the way with 2 hits. Jalen Hobbs added a double. Addie Fosdick and Kate Lynn had 2 strikeouts. For the Mustangs, Adley Bland had a double. Northview against Cloverdale. The Knights win 4-2. For the Knights side of things with the Bats, Maddie Pridemore, Jalen Thompson with 2 hits. Chloe Batchelor had a double, and Maggie Krause with a home run. Claire Taylor and Callie Smith, 2 hits for the Clovers. Paisley Meyer-Rose and Sydney Bernard and Sarah Nichols, 2 strikeouts each. South Putt against South V. The Eagles win 13-3. Adri Burge led the way with 4 hits and an RBI. Amelia Wells with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Alyssa Pingleton, though, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and a double. Congratulations. Eliana Cox with 2 doubles. Lila Halderfield and Brindley Mullis, 2 strikeouts. And the final game in this week's softball Dynaverse, Clay City, South Putt. The Eels win 9-6. Faith Mitchell, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and a home run. Ellie Stolting, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. And Mariah Scott with a double. Lila Holderfield had 4 hits and a double. Brindley Mullis added a double. And Alyssa Pingleton with a home run. Jocelyn Bumgardner had 2 strikeouts on the mound. Now we got North Clay JV softball. North Clay takes on Sullivan. The Knights win 10-1. Avery Hoskins had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Adeline Pattengale had 2 hits, 2 ribbies, and a triple. Sadie Wheeler with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Paisley Krim with a triple. Adeline Pattengale had 4 strikeouts. Then they face Cloverdale. The Knights win 13-3. Lindley Brashears, 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and a double. Adeline Pattengale, 2 hits and 2 ribbies. Leah Modisett and Sophia Beeler had a double each. Adeline Pattengale with 4 strikeouts. That does it for the Varsity Special. Now it's time for that rookie report. All right, we're going to start off. We got Outkast 13U. They were in a tournament this weekend. They start off against Fusion. The Outcasts win 11-1. Audrey McClure, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and a double. Trinity Tanner had 2 ribbies and a hit. And then Brenda Young with a double. She also had a strikeout on the mound. They then take on the Performance Softball Club. The Outcasts win 10-0. Mia Cole had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Yes, that is a 2, and a 2. Hannah Klusner and Leah Rawlings, 2 hits, an RBI, and a double. Audrey McClure with 4 strikeouts. Outcast against the Millers, 14U. Outcast win 10-2. Piper Hughes, 2 hits and a ribby. Leah Rawlings had 2 hits. Trinity Tanner with a triple. Audrey McClure with 2 strikeouts. Then they face the Indiana Extreme. The Outcasts go 12-0. Shutout victory. Trinity Tanner, 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Leah Rawlings, 2 hits, a ribby, and a double. Brindley Young with a double. Then they face the Hoosier Venom. And the Outcasts win 3-0. Brindley Young with 3 hits. Audrey McClure, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. And 1 strikeout on the mound. The Outcasts against Fusion Rockwell. The Outcasts win 5-4 in the championship. Brindley Young had 2 hits and RBI and 2 doubles. And Trinity Tanner and Piper Hughes with 2 strikeouts. Now we got the Outcast 12U. They were at the Bloom tournament. I could be dead wrong. I'm rushing everything. Outcasts went 5-0, I believe. 5-0. Just like the 13U went 5-0. They start off against the post 210 Lady Speakers. The Outcasts win 12-0. Easy work. Scotland Stewart had 2 hits, an RBI, and 2 doubles. Emma Clark and Millie Hayes with 2 hits. Maddie Ventura with a triple. Millie Hayes added 9 strikeouts. Then Outkast took on TBD, and they beat TBD 5-1. Emma Clark, 2 hits, an RBI, and 2 doubles. Maddie Ventura had a hit and 2 RBIs. Addison Austin with a double and 10 strikeouts on the mound. 10! That's 10! Then they faced Post 210 again. Outkast win 12-0. Jesselyn Martin had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and a double. Maddie Ventura had a double. Addison Austin and Isla Sullivan with a triple. Millie Hayes, 3 strikeouts on the mound. Then we faced the Mid-State Blaze. 3-1. Outkast get the win. Jesselyn Martin had a hit and a ribby. Addison Austin had 8 strikeouts. Then in a rematch in the championship, Mid-State Blaze. 5-1, excuse me. The Outkast get that dub. Addison Austin had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Maddie Ventura had 2 hits, a ribby, a double, and a triple. Yes, that is an almost cycle. Kendall Bays with a triple, and Addison Austin 6 strikeouts. Now we're moving to the 9U division. We got the Reelsville Warriors. They start off against the Smithville Scrappers. The Warriors win 6-5. River Peters had a hit and a ribby. Brecken Griffith, 10 strikeouts. Then the Warriors face the Washington Hatchets, I'm guessing. Warriors win 9-7. Lindley Scott had a hit. Addie Peters with 7 strikeouts. Then we face the Scrappers again. The Scrappers do win 14-11. Brecken Griffith got the lone hit. Addie Peters with 4 strikeouts. Then we face the Hatchets yet again. Hatchets win 9-4. River Peters had a 2 hits and a double. Baylor Griffith had a hit, an RBI, and a home run. Andy Cook with a triple. Brecken Griffith and Addie Peters, 2 strikeouts on the mound. Now we're switching to 8U Level 1 Training Warriors. Took me a minute. L1T. L1T Warriors. They start off against the Covington Sting. 18-5. Warriors get the dub. Ellie Meisner led the way with 2 hits, 4 RBIs, a triple, and a home run. Lily Lumpson with a triple. Alice Roos and Delaney Wilson, Nora Thiemann, and Willow Stranger got a home run. The Warriors then face the Outkast Powers team. The Warriors went 18-8. Raylan Wallace led the way with 3 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Nora Thiemann, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Kennedy Kiefer had 2 doubles, and Lily Lumpson with a triple. Then the Warriors faced the other Outkast team, the Wolf team. The Warriors win 17-12. Emery Fields leading the way with 3 hits, an RBI, and a double. Nora Thiemann and Raylan Wallace with 3 hits. Delaney Wilson with a double and a triple. Emerson Osborne with a double. Lily Lumpson with a triple. Then the Warriors face the Pro X Phoenix. And the Warriors win 15-8. Nora Thiemann, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and a home run. Ellie Meisner had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Aubrey Ofsansky, Emerson Osborne, and Raylan Wallace with a double. Then in the championship, Warriors Phoenix. The Warriors win 16-13. They are the champs. Delaney Wilson leading the way, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and a triple. Raylan Wallace with a triple. Ellie Meisner had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a triple. Now we're going to switch gears to some baseball. We're going with the 12U division. We got Chaos and Mooresville in action. Chaos start off against Center Grove, and the Chaos win 3-2. Wyatt Tabler had a hit and 2 RBIs. Reed Robinson with a triple and 7 strikeouts. Chaos then take on the Canes, Great Lakes, 7-2. Chaos dub. Parker Hazlitt leading the way with 3 hits. Gannon Sterling and Cruz Shepard, 2 hits and 2 ribbies. Patrick Stevens had 4 strikeouts. Then Chaos take on the Indiana Bulls. The Bulls do win 6-4. Cruz Shepard, 2 hits, a ribby, and a home run. Ethan Beasley with 2 hits and an RBI. Cole Sessinger, 2 hits, and Patrick Stevens with a double. Parker Hazlitt had 2 strikeouts on the mound. Moving over to Mooresville, they took on the Indiana Braves. The Pioneers win 10-8. Caden Hempfling had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Tucker Rimster had a hit and an RBI and a double. Chandler Helton and Mason Robbins, 2 strikeouts on the mound. Mooresville takes on the Indiana Astros. The Astros win 11-3. Izzy Brown, Andrew Boggs, Tucker Rimster, and Tucker Kelly all recorded hits. Mason Robbins with 2 strikeouts. Moving down at 11U, we got the 2033 Knights. They take on the Stars to start off the weekend. The Knights get that shutout victory. Luke Leslie going off. 3 hits, 4 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Lucas Harrison had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, a double, and a triple. Easton Herbert had a double. Wyatt Hayes with a home run. And then Garrett Tabler had 4 strikeouts. Then they faced the Smithville Scrappers. The Knights win 19-3. A.J. Johnson led the way this time. 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and a double. Lucas Harrison had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Easton Herbert and Luke Leslie added doubles. Wyatt Hayes added another home run to seal the deal. Hudson Madsen had 3 strikeouts. Now we got the Midwest Mambas. The Mambas take on the Scrappers. The Scrappers win 9-2. Kyler Keith and Colin Hill and Max Harden all recording hits. Then the Mambas face the Primetime. And Primetime wins 14-3. Rhett Blair and Landon Pestoff record 2 hits. Dawson Mason with a double. Lincoln Powell had a strikeout on the mound. And in the final game of the weekend, the Mambas take on the Northwest Ohio Diamond Kings. The Kings win 8-4. Dawson Mason had 3 hits in RBI. Emerson Sinclair with 3 hits and 2 doubles. Dawson Mason also had 7 strikeouts on the mound. Woo! Told you there was a lot to talk about. Knights take on Bar Reeve, the 9U Knights, okay? This is where we're at now. The Vikings win 17-2. Maddox Abrams had a hit and an RBI. Jax Cowden with 2 strikeouts. Then the Knights take on the Junior Sycamores. The Sycamores win 13-10. Maddox Abrams had 2 hits. Hudson Walker added a double. Drew Shoemaker had 4 strikeouts. The Knights then face the Hoosier Hitmen, and the Knights win 7-4. Griffin Medeiros had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a triple. Drew Shoemaker added 2 hits, and Maddox Abrams, 10 strikeouts on the mound, baby. The Knights then take on the South Gibson Heat. The Heat win 12-4. Rogue Nodley had 2 hits, an RBI, and a double. Maddox Abrams had a hit and a ribby. Hudson Walker, 3 strikeouts on the mound. Switching to 8U action, we're going to start off with the Blue Jays. Blue Jays, they're doing great. They reclassed, and they're still on farm. They take on the Indy Clutch. The Blue Jays win 13-6. Clay O, 4 hits, 4 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Bowen S had 4 hits and a ribby. Gavin C had a double and a triple. Cole M and Jackson M each adding a double. Canes are the next up for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays win 22-13. Andon W led the way. 5 hits and 3 RBIs. Tucker Fry had 5 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Mitchell W, 4 hits and 6 RBIs. Blue Jays then take on the Indy Clutch. The Clutch do win 16-4. Jackson had 3 hits and an RBI. Bowen S with 3 hits and Cole M with a double. Now we got the Knights 8U team. They start off against Center Grove. The Knights win 23-8. Broad and Silvers leading the way. 4 hits, 2 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Branson Sanders had 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Kriegmore with 2 doubles. Nolan LeMay had a double and a home run. Benny Foxworthy and Eli Snyder with a triple. Owen Schaefer and Tate Whitman with a home run. Knights then take on Mooresville. The Knights win 26-18. Tate Whitman leading the way. 3 hits, 5 RBIs, 2 triples, and a home run. Branson Sanders had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and a triple. Benny Foxworthy and Owen Schaefer had a double. Kriegmore with 2 triples. Broad and Silvers and Grayson Moss with a triple each. Brody Weichel, Eli Snyder, Wesley Cuffle all got home runs. Knights then end the weekend against the Riley United. Riley wins 25-17. Tate Whitman, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Branson Sanders had 3 hits, an RBI, and 2 doubles. Broad and Silvers, 2 doubles. Kriegmore with 2 doubles. Eli Snyder, Grayson Moss, and Wesley Cuffle each added a double. Now we got the Knights 7U baseball team. They take on a lot of TBDs. Matchup number 1, TBD wins 12-5. Emmerich Johnson, 2 hits and a double. Bo Shoemaker, Dax Chamberlain, and the best name in baseball, Axe Horn with 2 hits. Brecken Shepard had a double. Game number 2 against TBD. TBD wins 16-5. Rhett Moore and Axe Horn, 2 hits and an RBI. Boston Metzinger with 2 hits. Brecken Shepard and Reese Terrell had a double. Then Knights beat TBD this time, 13-8. Rhett Moore led the way with 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and 3 doubles. Dax Chamberlain had 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Emmerich Johnson with 2 doubles. Axe Horn, Brecken Shepard, Callum Nodley, and Leo Moran all recording doubles. Then in the final game against TBD, TBD wins 10-0. Emmerich Johnson had 2 hits, though. We found the bright spot in that game. Congratulations to those young boys. Now we transition to some basketball. We're over at the Wabash Valley Family Sports Community Center, or the Glenn Center, as I call it back from the 90s. Junior Knights against Iowa, and the Knights win big time, 70-8. Jace Batzler led the way with 19 points and 5 rebounds. Oliver Thompson with 15 points and 6 boards. Wyatt Hayes and Lucas Harrison each having 12 points apiece. And that does it for all the sports. Now it's time for the best part of the show, the Red Velvet Power Performers. And this week's Power Performers. All right. Congratulations to all those Power Performers. Sorry, Peyton Manning was calling about some football advice. I was trying to help him out. But we have one more thing. One more thing. We have a Beast Award. That's right. This week's Beast Award is Derek Morrison. During the Cloverdale game, he took a beating and still kept pushing. He got beamed twice by the pitcher. Then he was trying to get picked off. And as he slid back into first, the ball, like as the pitcher threw the ball, hit him right in the ribs. And then the fourth and final time, as he crosses home plate, the pitcher threw it. The catcher didn't catch it, so he was stealing home, essentially. And as he was running, the catcher turned, to launch it back to the pitcher to make the out. Unfortunately, as he threw the ball, Derek Morrison crossed home and kapow! Ball to the chest. Run counted, though. So, all right, he gets the Beast Award this week. He's a tough son of a gun. That does it for this week's U Sports Chowdown. We'll see you next week. Take care. Keep pushing.